Hello there, my fabulous peeps. I'm Jess, your down-to-earth oracle, your no-nonsense psychic best friend and business advisor, and this is another tarot tip for beginners. So there's a lot of myth and nonsense about how to buy your first tarot deck or how to get your first tarot deck. Some people think you need to steal it. That is bullshit. Please do not do that. Some people think it needs to be gifted to you. That is a lovely sentiment and also not necessary. If you have money, you can buy your own tarot deck. It's really cool. It's amazing. I come from the land of, growing up in the 90s where you have to go to the mall and go to the bookstore, and if you're lucky, they've got a few tarot decks on the shelves or in a case somewhere. Like now you can buy them online. Now you can go even find them at garage sales. You can find them just about everywhere, and I love this. I love this so much. But when we're talking about, being empowered to buy your own tarot deck, how do you pick it? Well, there are a couple of things that should really, resonate with you. The first off is the art. The art should really talk to you. It should speak to you, and not just a couple of the cards, but in theory, the whole deck. So how do you do this, right? You can go to actually businesses, metaphysical shops, and some of them actually have sample decks out on the table for you to play with and touch and experience the art. They are far and few between, but if you can find them, that's awesome. Otherwise, go online, look to see if you can find a sample video or other cards or people using it. And so that way you get to experience the art and see what more there is. It should tickle your subconscious. It should resonate with you. You should be able to find so much imagery and everything else in between with it. And it should really speak to you, instantly. It should be an intuitive connection, right? The style. So you might want to start with a Rider-Waite style, which is the standard one like this, versus Six Wands, which is the Marseille style. And part of that is because you get full illustrations and imagery versus needing to just tap into solely intuition and or reading the book all the time. I do believe that there's a lot of power in the imagery that really allows you to read more intuitively. And get to know the cards a little bit more with more familiarity. The feel of the card. The cards should feel good in your hands. I love linen printed cards, like this one, which is the Tarot of the Divine deck. Love it. But you can get that on also linen, many different kinds. A lot of them are UV coated nowadays, so they have a little bit of shine to them and a little bit of sticking stuff. There are also ones printed on PVC and they're super slippery. It just depends on what you want. But you should also contemplate and think about the size. How do the bigger cards fit in your hands versus some of the littler ones versus your standard cards. These are all things to think about, right? When getting your first deck or even several decks, right? So these are all things to really think about when you're buying a tarot deck for yourself, whether it's your first one or not, or if you're gifting a deck to someone, that's awesome. But also, if you've been gifted your first deck and it doesn't really resonate with you, don't be afraid to find it a new home, say thank you about it, or, go out and get yourself one that you really like. It's amazing, right? And when you shop small, or local artists, you are supporting a bigger, greater community. So things to think about. And if you are looking to upgrade your tarot reading game, check out my link in the bio, and I'm offering private tutoring. Yay! All right, bye.